You probably think retired couples are grannies who spend their days sipping tea on a quiet porch and arguing about who should water the plants. Well, think again, because the truth is shocking. Today we count down the richest retired couples in America whose fortunes are big enough to reshape entire communities. These are not your regular retired couples. Their retirement looks more like luxury on overdrive, with adventures most young people only dream about. Their boardrooms may be silent and their badges tucked away, yet their fortunes keep rising. Wondering who these couples are and how they built so much wealth? Well, stick around because their stories will shock you. 11. Jeff Gordon and Ingrid van de Bosch. Estimated combined net worth $180 million to $220 million. The lifestyle of Jeff Gordon and Ingrid van de Bosch reflects nothing but pure power. Clearly not the regular retired couple, they live in large estates where every window shows carefully kept lawns, bright open rooms, and the kind of space that signals comfort without needing to say it. Their homes feel like destinations rather than simple addresses, and each one represents years of discipline, focus, and smart planning. But let's take a closer look at their story. Jeff built this wealth through a career shaped by extreme speed and even greater consistency. NASCAR made him a household name. He won 4 Cup Series championships and earned the respect of fans who watched him dominate track after track. Yet the real magic happened after he stepped out of the driver's seat. Instead of fading away, Jeff reinvented himself. His stake in Hendrick Motorsports still produces strong income, and the endorsements he collected throughout his career remain valuable because he built a reputation that people trust. Companies still call him, and fans still listen. Endorsement money continues to drip in like water from a steady fountain. Ingrid lives a quieter but equally meaningful life. She focuses on philanthropy and family while supporting projects that matter to her. Their retirement is built on choice. They choose when to work, when to appear in public, and when to disappear into the privacy of their world. The couple enjoys travel that stretches from private coastlines with sand as fine as flour to legendary racing circuits buzzing with life. Wherever they go, their presence shows what retirement looks like when planning meets opportunity. Jeff and Ingrid prove that a career built on adrenaline can evolve into a retirement shaped by peace and luxury. It's time for the next surprising couple. 10. Andre Agassi and Steffi Graf. Estimated combined net worth $250 million to $320 million. The wealth attached to Andre Agassi and Steffi Graf's name is the kind that stops conversations. $320 million in combined wealth does not just signal success, it signals mastery. But the couple's journey did not start today. They had already reached global fame long before retirement, yet their real financial victory began when they left the courts behind. Their fortune was not built from luck. It was shaped through patience, discipline, and strategy as precise as their forehands. They earned heavily during their tennis careers. Andre and Steffi won a combined 30 Grand Slam titles and collected tens of millions in prize money and endorsements. Yet they did not treat their earnings like temporary gifts. They treated them like seeds. Those seeds were planted into real estate, athletic ventures, and investment funds that still grow even when they sleep. Their Las Vegas real estate holdings are particularly valuable and include properties that continue to appreciate while producing steady rental income. Their lifestyle shows a blend of privacy and quiet luxury. They spend much of their time in Las Vegas, where they focus on education and philanthropic work. Through their foundations, they support thousands of children and families, proving that retirement wealth can build communities just as effectively as it builds homes. They travel frequently, but not loudly. Their trips are often to Europe or regions where they can move without cameras. Their homes are warm, spacious, and filled with the calm that many former athletes try but fail to find. Andre and Steffi's journey reminds viewers that retirement wealth does not come from one big moment. It comes from decades of steady decisions. Their fortune grew because they understood that fame fades but smart investments grow. Their place in this countdown ends with poise, but we move on to another athletic powerhouse. This next couple did not build their wealth on courts but on fields where the stakes were higher and the spotlight never stopped burning. 9. Peyton Manning and Ashley Manning. Estimated combined net worth $250 million to $300 million. Peyton Manning and Ashley Manning enter this countdown with a fortune that reflects the weight of a legendary NFL career. Without hesitation, their wealth places them among the most successful retired couples in American sports history. Their lifestyle sits at the intersection of luxury and stability. They own multiple homes in states like Tennessee and Colorado, and each property blends privacy with comfort. Their living spaces are shaped by soft furnishings, thoughtful design, and a quiet confidence that comes from being able to step away from public life on their own terms. Peyton's wealth came from more than game checks. Yes, he earned heavily in the NFL, but the long-term financial strength came from endorsements. When viewers see his face, they immediately remember his humor, composure, and skill. This trust translates into money. Companies still partner with him, and he continues to appear in commercials that keep his brand active. He also invests in sports franchises, restaurants, and entertainment ventures that produce income steadily rather than explosively. Ashley Manning is equally impactful in this financial equation. She works in real estate development and has played a major role in preserving and expanding the family's wealth. Her philanthropic efforts add balance to their public image and show how their retirement is built on both financial and social investment. They spend time traveling, attending sports events, and enjoying activities they could not fully commit to during Peyton's demanding career. Their retirement story is a reminder that true wealth is not only about money, it is also about timing, planning, and using one's influence wisely. Peyton and Ashley stand tall in this countdown, but they also signal that the journey is far from over. As we prepare for the next couple, we leave the world of passes, tackles, and stadium lights and enter the realm of technology and medicine, where innovation shaped fortunes that lasted long after the work was done. 8. Philip and Patricia Frost. Estimated combined net worth, $1 billion. Now we come to a couple that sits firmly in the billionaire zone. Philip and Patricia Frost can be said to be epitomes of luxury redefined. Their estates do not look like homes. They look like modern galleries, filled with carefully curated art pieces collected through decades of travel, business success, and cultural involvement. Philip Frost built this tremendous fortune through a career rooted in science and medicine. He began as a dermatologist and professor before becoming an inventor, entrepreneur, and investor. His rise accelerated when he became the head of Ivax Corporation, a pharmaceutical company that grew into a global player under his leadership. Ivax specialized in respiratory medicines and generic drugs, and its success turned Philip into one of the most respected figures in the healthcare business landscape. When Ivax was sold to Teva Pharmaceuticals, the deal unlocked a massive wealth expansion that created the base of the Frost family fortune. Patricia Frost has been part of this journey through decades of business, real estate activity, and philanthropy. Both Philip and Patricia are deeply connected to Miami's cultural life. Their donations helped shape major institutions including universities and museums. One of the most visible examples is the Frost Museum of Science, a landmark that stands as a physical symbol of their influence. Their interest in art is not casual. Their collection is one of the most respected in the United States and is displayed across their estates and exhibit halls they support. Their travel patterns reflect the kind of ease that wealth creates. They spend long stretches in coastal areas where the sun stays warm and the air feels calm. Europe is a regular stop for them, especially during art festivals and museum events. Their trips are centered around culture, learning, and investment opportunities. Every visible choice they make shows that their retirement remains active, strategic, and grounded in the world of science, business, and cultural development. The Frosts demonstrate what retirement can look like when innovation meets disciplined investing. Their story shows viewers that building long-term wealth often begins with expertise that solves real problems and expands into industries that keep growing. As we leave the world of pharmaceuticals and art collections, we step into the heart of technology where one couple guided one of the most influential companies on the planet. 7. Eric and Wendy Schmidt. Estimated combined net worth, over $20 billion. Eric and Wendy Schmidt enter this list with one of the largest fortunes among retired couples in America. But far from what you expect, their story deeply intersects with the rise of modern technology. Eric Schmidt served as the chief executive officer of Google during the period when the search engine grew into a global powerhouse. His leadership supported the expansion of products that billions use every day. The Schmidts made their fortune through a blend of salary, stock growth, and long-term investment decisions that matured alongside the technology sector. When Google expanded, so did the value of the company's shares. Eric's early involvement allowed him to enjoy the financial benefits of one of the strongest corporate growth stories in modern history. Their wealth later diversified into venture capital funds, real estate holdings, and philanthropic foundations. Their retirement lifestyle shows a balance between curiosity and quiet luxury. They own estates on the West Coast, island properties, and historic homes on the East Coast. These properties reflect privacy, elegance, and comfort rather than excess. Their travel schedule includes visits to cultural events, scientific conferences, and technology research programs. Their global movement demonstrates how retirement can shift from corporate responsibilities to broad influence. Through their foundation, Schmidt Futures, they support projects that focus on artificial intelligence research, educational innovation, and environmental protection. Their philanthropy is structured and strategic, designed to support both present needs and future discoveries. The Schmidts work with universities and scientific institutions to invest in programs that push boundaries in areas like computing, climate science, and public policy. Their retirement is not loud, it is precise and intentional. For viewers, their story shows how wealth built in the technology age can be used to shape ideas, research, and social progress long after corporate life ends. As this countdown continues, we move deeper into Silicon Valley's history, arriving at a couple whose investments touched nearly every major tech company of the last 2 decades. 6. John and Ann Doerr. Estimated combined net worth, $13 to $14 billion. Talk about wealth built through timing, insight, and the ability to see value before the rest of the world notices. John and Ann Doerr enter this list as one of the most influential investing couples in America. John Doerr made his fortune in venture capital, a field where risk meets reward, and where fortunes are built on early belief in ideas that later reshape the world. John joined Kleiner Perkins, one of Silicon Valley's most respected venture capital firms, and quickly became known for identifying companies with extraordinary potential. His early investments in Google and Amazon changed both his life and the future of technology. These investments grew from simple opportunities into financial landmarks and formed one of the strongest foundations of the Doerr family fortune. Beyond the tech giants, John also backed companies in clean energy, biotechnology, and digital infrastructure. Ann Doerr has been equally visible through her philanthropic work. She focuses heavily on environmental projects, education programs, and community development. Their combined influence extends beyond business. They support climate initiatives, environmental studies, and research centers designed to address global challenges. Their giving reflects deep involvement in causes that have long-term impact. Their lifestyle showcases the blend of comfort and purpose that wealth of this size allows. They own estates in California that provide privacy from the fast pace of Silicon Valley. Their properties include spacious living spaces, curated gardens, and architectural designs that prioritize calm environments. Their travel pattern includes conferences, climate events, and personal retreats in destinations chosen for their tranquility. Their retirement is not passive. It is active and guided by projects that interest them. John still participates in global discussions about clean energy and sustainability. He meets with business leaders, students, and researchers in settings that benefit from his experience. The Doerrs show how retirement can evolve from business leadership into influence that spreads across industries and continents. As we prepare to climb higher in this countdown, we now turn to a couple whose financial decisions transformed the world of investing. They changed how Americans buy, sell, and manage wealth, and their impact continues to be visible long after they stepped back from the spotlight. 5. Charles and Helen Schwab. Estimated combined net worth, about $11 billion. This couple enters our list with a fortune that began in the world of brokerage services and expanded into one of the most respected financial empires in the United States. Their homes, art collections, and travel patterns all demonstrate how wealth built through innovation can support a retirement filled with comfort and purpose. Charles Schwab became known as the man who changed the world of investing for the everyday American. He founded a brokerage company at a time when investing was expensive and confusing for most people. His firm introduced low-cost trading and allowed millions to buy and sell stocks without the heavy fees that kept many out of the market. This shift transformed the entire financial industry and opened the door for modern investing platforms used today. Their wealth continued to grow through company stock, ownership positions, and long-term investments in the same financial markets Charles helped reinvent. Their estates are a reflection of the stability this wealth provides. They maintain beautiful homes in California that offer a mix of privacy, wide views, and artistic design. They also spend time in Colorado, where they own mountain properties that allow them to retreat from busy environments and enjoy nature with ease. Helen Schwab plays an active role in philanthropy and community initiatives. She supports programs that help families, schools, and local art communities. Her presence shows how wealth can shape neighborhoods, educational projects, and support systems for people who need resources. Charles remains connected to the financial world by offering guidance through interviews and public discussions. When financial markets move, people still pay attention to his perspective because of his decades of experience. Their travel schedule includes visits to art events, gatherings with financial leaders, and quiet vacations designed for rest. Their lifestyle demonstrates what retirement looks like for a couple whose success shaped how modern investing works. Their influence did not end when they stepped away from day-to-day operations. It simply became more selective and focused. This couple represents the transition from financial leadership to a balanced life built on stability and influence. As we move forward in this countdown, we shift from financial services to a couple who combined technology, philanthropy, and compassion into a unique retirement story that continues to inspire people across the country. 4. David and Cheryl Duffield. Estimated combined net worth, about $10 billion. At $10 billion in retirement wealth can create a world filled with comfort, but David and Cheryl Duffield use that comfort to support a mission much bigger than themselves. They enter this list with a fortune built through decades spent reshaping the technology used inside major companies across the world. Their lifestyle blends luxury with generosity, and their homes often feel like sanctuaries designed with calm water features, landscaped gardens, and private outdoor spaces built for reflection. David Duffield became a major figure in the software industry after co-founding PeopleSoft. The company introduced new tools for human resources and business management at a time when most corporate technology was outdated. PeopleSoft grew into a global name and eventually became part of a major acquisition that greatly expanded the Duffield family's wealth. After that success, David co-founded Workday, a company that modernized cloud-based software used by businesses and universities. These back-to-back achievements positioned him as one of the most successful entrepreneurs in the history of enterprise technology. Their retirement wealth did not come from a single deal. It came from decades of leadership, smart exits, long-term share growth, and steady reinvestment into companies that continued to perform well. Their properties reflect this long trajectory of success. Their estates include vast outdoor spaces, private lakes, and interior designs that highlight art and natural light. These homes offer spaces for both quiet living and large gatherings. What separates the Duffields from many others at this level of wealth is their commitment to animal welfare. They created a foundation that supports shelters, rescue missions, and organizations that provide safe environments for abandoned pets. They frequently visit the shelters they support and stay involved in the development of new programs. Their travel often revolves around these missions, and they continue to expand their foundation's reach across different states. Their retirement story shows how wealth can be used to strengthen values rather than just elevate comfort. David continues to support technology education, while Cheryl focuses on improving communities through charitable investments. Their journey adds a sense of warmth to this countdown and prepares viewers for the next couple whose influence extends beyond technology and into global economic strategy. 3. Ray and Barbara Dalio. Estimated combined net worth, $16 to $17 billion. Ray and Barbara Dalio enjoy the kind of financial stability that allows them to focus entirely on impact, research, and global exploration. Their fortune is built through the disciplined and data-driven world of hedge fund management. Their homes, travel patterns, and philanthropic initiatives demonstrate how wealth can be directed toward understanding the world rather than simply enjoying it. Ray Dalio founded Bridgewater Associates, a hedge fund that grew into one of the largest and most influential investment firms in history. Bridgewater became known for its system-based approach to investing. The firm studied global patterns, historical data, and economic indicators to understand how markets behave. This approach produced strong results and positioned Bridgewater as a major force in global finance. Ray stepped back from daily responsibilities, but the foundation he created continues to guide modern investment strategies. Barbara Dalio has been deeply involved in philanthropy, especially in programs that support education and local communities. Together, they created a family foundation that funds research, economic studies, and social development programs. Their retirement includes active involvement in these efforts, and they work with institutions across the United States to support long-term projects. The Dalios own estates in several locations, including oceanfront homes and countryside residences designed to host discussions, gatherings, and charitable events. Their properties reflect calm environments filled with natural views, open spaces, and architectural designs developed for comfort and reflection. Their travel schedule spans Europe, Asia, and different parts of the United States, where they participate in meetings, conferences, and research programs. Their approach to wealth focuses on structure. They often support initiatives that study history and economic cycles, which helps future generations understand how global systems move. Their story shows viewers how retirement can evolve from business operations into deep global engagement. As we move toward number 2, the countdown shifts to a couple whose stability and guidance helped shape the lives of entrepreneurs and small business owners across America. 2. Ken and Elaine Langone. Net worth, approximately $7.5 billion. Ken and Elaine Langone step into this spot with a fortune that instantly announces the scale of their influence. Their wealth supports grand estates, refined collections, and a retirement lifestyle shaped by comfort rather than noise. Their New York residence carries the feel of an estate built to last for generations, with manicured lawns, carefully preserved architecture, and spaces designed for gatherings that support the many charities they assist. Whenever they choose to travel, they visit warm, coastal destinations where privacy meets convenience. The story behind their retirement began long before Home Depot became a household name. Ken helped finance and guide the company in its early years and watched it expand into one of the largest retail giants in America. That early belief created the foundation of their long-term wealth. Over time, strategic investments in banking and technology added more layers of financial strength. Elaine supported this journey quietly, focusing on family while participating in philanthropic programs that benefited hospitals and community institutions. The Langones are known for giving rather than collecting trophies. Their donations to medical centers and student programs continue to support Americans who build their own futures. Their retirement preserves the same structure. Ken remains active on charity boards while Elaine focuses on meaningful community programs. Their story shows the long-term results of steady discipline and strategic reinvestment. As we approach the final spot on this countdown, the scale of wealth rises to a level that has shaped global markets for more than half a century. 1. Warren Buffett and Astrid. Net worth above $100 billion. Warren Buffett and Astrid stand at the top with a fortune that exceeds $100 billion, a figure so large that it has influenced world economics and investor strategies for decades. Their wealth could fill entire neighborhoods with luxury estates, private jets, and extravagant collections, yet their retirement lifestyle looks very different from what many expect. They live in the same quiet home in Omaha that Warren purchased long before he became one of the most studied investors in history. The house is simple, familiar, and unchanged in ways that stand out in a world where wealth often translates to excess. Buffett built this extraordinary financial empire through Berkshire Hathaway, a company that became known for long-term investments in sectors such as insurance, energy, rail transport, and consumer products. Instead of trading frequently or chasing trends, he focused on buying strong businesses and holding them for decades. That philosophy shaped one of the most successful investing careers ever recorded. Astrid joined him in building a balanced life that valued structure and community involvement. Their days involve routines that revolve around reading, philanthropy, and simple personal activities, rather than global tours or constant public appearances. Although Warren officially stepped back from the CEO role, he still provides guidance whenever necessary. This level of continuity reassures many investors who study Berkshire's moves as a window into broader economic patterns. Their retirement shows that wealth can exist without constant expansion, noise, or spectacle. It also illustrates the long-term results of consistency and discipline, two qualities that continue to guide Berkshire even today. Together, Warren and Astrid close our countdown with a reminder that financial success does not always reshape personal habits or preferences. Sometimes the most extraordinary fortune in America rests in a quiet neighborhood rather than a sprawling palace. Their position completes the list and sets a clear contrast with the rest of the couples, offering a final note that retirement wealth can take many forms, but the path to building it always leaves a visible trail for the world to study next. Retirement looks different for everyone, but these couples show that wealth built wisely can last far beyond a career. Their stories offer lessons in planning and purpose. If you enjoyed this journey through America's richest retired couples, give this video a thumbs up, share with friends, and subscribe for more powerful stories.